Hi guys! Last time we learned to download image data efficiently with GCD. But working with concurrence and asynchronization is not easy. Weird things might happen along the way. So it's probably a good idea to use well-written third-party APIs. Alright? Now you understand the basic ideas. You can easily plug them in. All right, so let's learn how to do it. In this lecture, we'll show you how to use third-party library to download photo data. There's many kinds of tools for downloading photo data asynchronously. Apple actually has a few, but we recommend you to use the SD web image package. It's like a well-written image downloader. You can use pod to install this package. You just need to copy this line to the pod file as we have been doing. And then simply run pod install, but here we've already installed it. So we won't do it again, but you can go ahead and do so. All right? It might take time, so be patient. Now, let's see how to use it. Let's get back to the chat view controller. Let's see. Okay. As with Google Sign-In, we mostly work with the class that handles data downloading stuff, which is this one right here. All right. This package already handles all kind of caching stuff for you. You don't need to do so. So let's comment out the code from the previous lecture. And we don't need this photo cache thing anymore because the downloader already manages that for us. All right? To begin with, we will need a tool from this package. It's a downloader, to be precise. This package has a downloader class to handle downloading tasks we need, which is the SD web image downloader class we mentioned before. As usual, we'll get to the shared instance of this class and then work with it. We can now call downloading methods of this downloader instead of downloading data manually as last time. It's actually a lot easier and better to download data this way instead of coding things up by ourselves. So let's just ask this downloader to download data by calling the method download image with URL on it. There are 4 parameters, but only 2 of them are important to us for now. The NSURL input here is the file URL I want to download data from. All right? So this is going to be the file URL, but we're going to get an error because the input must be an NSURL, but the file URL is a string. So we need to convert file URL to an NSURL. The input of this NSURL method should be the file URL string we want to convert. Because the result isn't optional, we're going to need to unwrap it. All right, good. Now the options. You can try out various options from the document, but we don't need any for simplicity. You can also report kind of what's going on when the app is downloading data. But again, we'll just discuss what really matters. So we'll kind of omit this parameter by setting it to nil. And finally, complete it as a block, which is what you want to do after you finish downloading data. Precisely, we'll get the downloaded data in this block, then decide what to do with them in here. Now, let's check out the doc to see what we got in this block. We got the downloaded UI image, NS data, NS error, which is not nil if the downloading process fails. And this Boolean thing, which tells if the downloading process is finished or not. All right, what we got here is the downloaded image, which is already converted to the corresponding NS data. And then the error, which is nil if the app successfully handled the data. All right? And if it's not nil, if the downloading process failed, and we also got the kind of a Boolean flag. Now, when we code things up ourselves, we know for sure the return data is in a background thread. But now we're not so sure. So let's print out the thread to make sure where we are. All right? Let's print out the current thread using the current thread method of the NSThread class. You can try yourselves and see the result, or I can tell you, we're not in the main thread. So let's dispatch the return data to the main thread and copy over the snippet from the last lecture. This snippet processes the downloaded data, then shows it to the chat view. By the way, if you use other packages, make sure to check the thread where the data is returned. And dispatch back to the main thread if necessary. All right, good. Okay, there's an error. Let's see, there's probably some typos. Okay, we forgot a curly brace. Oh yeah, we forgot a parentheses too. There's still an error. Okay, here's the problem. We need to initialize the JSQ photo as in the last lecture. We tried to access this photo before it's available. Still failed. I'm pretty sure we're correct. Let's clean the project by holding Command-Shift-K, then run the app again. All right, we should be good now. All right, great. But where's the app? Let's see. Okay, good. It's working. But to be sure, let's do it again. We shouldn't need to click the app icon like that. Nothing happened. Oh yeah, somehow we didn't run the correct project. We should run the Go Chat project, actually. All right, great. It should be working smoothly now. All right, fantastic. Our app is working great now. We pretty much finished the main features of the app. Next time, we'll learn to factorize code properly, and we'll follow the model view controller pattern to make the code highly flexible and maintainable. All right, see you then.